Hey, if you're new here, I'm Sarah, and I'm hiking my way around Scotland's coast with my sketchbook and cameras. Currently, I'm on the Moray Coast Trail, which covers about 50 miles of rocky coast on Scotland's northeast edge, and it's home to some of the most spectacular geological features. Subscribe to follow along the highs and lows of my journey. Hello everyone. That stretch of trail I just went down is very exposed to the wind, so it's just too windy to talk. But here I am now, hopefully a little bit more protected from the wind. Plus I have some company right here with this big field of cows, or coos as we say. And they're just so cute and happy and munching on the grass. So I think it'll be a nice little spot to paint. I'll talk to you again in a little while once I get to the forest down the trail, so it's out of the wind. Oh, right. So let me back up and tell you the plan. I'm walking from Portgordon to Spey Bay. I didn't get here until 4 p.m. I worked all day and then it was just so beautiful out. I was like, no, I have to go. I have to go for a walk. And this stretch is only about 3 miles. So totally doable. Also, do you see these clips? They are holding my hood up, which has been amazing. I know it looks funny, but it is such an obvious, easy thing to do so that the wind doesn't constantly blow my hood down. I'm sure you could walk along the actual coast, like the beach, from Portgordon to Spey Bay, maybe at low tide. But it's extremely rocky and pretty flat, and I wouldn't say boring, but like, this trail leads you through a bunch of field and a little bit of a forest, and it's got just a little bit more interest. So I'm having a nice peaceful walk. Whoa, look at all these crows. I lost the windscreen on my little microphone, which really sucks. It was yesterday in Finecti. Look, I backtracked, couldn't find it. And they are like impossible to find online, replacements. So I don't know, I have to maybe make one somehow. But hopefully it's still okay to hear me. Some of you might be wondering why I have such a big pack when I'm only doing short little legs of the journey at a time. I mean, 7 miles yesterday was a lot for me, and today is only 3 miles. But my next journey is like 11 miles. So, you know, I have to, well, what it comes down to is I'm training. I'm training to walk the bigger miles with more stuff, because ultimately I would like to camp and do multi-day treks, especially once I'm farther from home, like the West Coast or the islands, and I need to work up to that. I watch a lot of hiking YouTube channels, and I am just utterly amazed at what they can do. I mean, their stamina and strength. If you watch my art channel or this channel before I started doing these videos, you have probably seen that I do get out quite a lot, but carrying a lot of weight and going many, many, many miles at once wears on you in a different way. So I'm just hoping to get stronger little by little. I'm really tempted to have one of these, but behind these trees is a landfill. And, you know, maybe it's safe, but I'm just gonna err on the side of caution and not eat the berries that grow next to the landfill. So I am just going to power through and make it to the other side of the forest as soon as possible. This is absolutely mental. I think this is from the windstorm we had in late winter, like, what was it, February? I don't remember. But, oh my goodness, there's barely a tree left standing. So I'm at Spey Bay again. Last time I saw you, I was ending a 3-mile-ish hike to here from Portgordon. And Wolfie came and picked me up, went home. It's actually been a week since I've been on the trail. I had so much work to catch up on. I had to do tons of stuff for my Patreon. I'm looking for my sunscreen. I'm using a different bag today. I've used a different bag in every hike, I think. Today, the plan is to sketch here for an hour or so. And then I'm going to walk to Garmouth, which is the next town over. I have to go through the wetlands a little bit and cross a big bridge, like a viaduct thing. It's the perfect temperature today. Not too hot, not too cold, a little bit gusty, but that actually helps cool me down, which is great. So I'm going to find a spot to paint and then we'll just go from there. This backpack is perfect in every way except there's not much breathability against my back. There's like a little bit of mesh there, but there isn't like that rigid mesh cage thing that a lot of hiking backpacks have. So for hot days, I really start to feel this one. But like I said, it's perfect in every other way for me. There's beautiful trees and forest to my right. Feet feeling good. The only thing I notice with my feet after a long time walking is the front ball of my foot gets a little bit sore. But so far in all the hiking I've done, I've never had blisters and I've never had any like major issues. So hopefully that'll stay the same. In really, really bright sun, this hat doesn't breathe super well either. So it's like, I prefer the shade, but it gets quite warm on my head. So you just can't win. There's no perfect thing. Today I have 2 liters of water in my bag because they say you should have 1 liter of water for every 2 miles of hiking. I can fill up at the next town if I need to, but shouldn't have to. Water is the heaviest thing. It's insane. Just my 3-liter water bladder weighs as much as my entire pack. You are here, about to cross the bridge. And I walked all the way from Cullen. Oh, not all at once, but you've seen the different hikes I've done. So I've done that much. And I have to go all the way there. Oh my God, feels so much better. It's very overcast, but I still need to put sunscreen on, especially my tattoos. On my last video, I had a lot of comments, so many amazing comments, and a lot of people expressing their concern about, trail safety, being alone on the trail, survival skills and all of that. And just to put everyone's mind at ease, I'm not new to hiking. I'm originally from Colorado and I hiked for years in the Rocky Mountains, took bear safety classes, survival classes. I've never taken a winter wilderness survival class, which is something we're doing this coming winter. Wolfie, my partner, his friend's wife does survival courses. So she is going to give us a full winter survival course. And I'm very excited for that. Because I'm currently on a very populated trail, I see at least one person every 15, 20, 30 minutes. I obviously have like survival things for this type of trail. And I always have signal on my phone. But for the bigger, longer, more remote trails, I'm going to be getting like the GPS satellite Garmin thing. I'm going to be getting more survival stuff and just taking all the precautions, because I'm not one to just go and do something without planning ahead. I take it very seriously. In the shade, I just take my hat off and I'm free. So much beautiful, cool air washing over my hot body. That sounded weird. I'm underneath the bridge now, and it's like this beautiful little oasis. Lots of flowers and trees, dappled lighting. I want to find a vantage point that I can paint. So I'm walking down these dry riverbeds, getting some distance from the bridge, and gonna look back and paint the bridge. Okay, scratch that idea. I ended up in the jungle and I'm not equipped for, I don't have high socks or trousers. I don't want to deal with ticks. And there's also some giant hogsweed, which is poisonous. Yeah, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna keep going. I'll paint the bridge on the way back. Bummer. Cafe is not open Mondays. This is the road that takes you into Garmouth. So there must be a little turn off the trail up here somewhere for me to get to town. Made it to Garmouth. It's a really cute little town. The cafe's over there. Too bad it's closed. Hello? Wow. Look at this. It even has a window. Traffic cone. Wow, that's a cool club. There's the back entrance. How cool is that? Welcome to the other side of Spey Bay. I was over there earlier today. Now it's starting to rain. Yes. Okay, But now I'm gonna walk back because I'm really tired, and the next leg of the journey is going to take me this way towards Lossiemouth. The rain feels good actually, but I see sun in the distance. So hopefully this is just one of the typical 5-minute rain showers. Time to walk back. Back onto the bridge. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of walking on like paved roads, tarmac and all that. It's just not comfortable. I really want to get back onto the side track. Oh, you can see someone has been camping here. Not a bad spot unless it starts raining and the river rises. Blocking the wind a little bit. Even though today wasn't a big mile day, it's been absolutely beautiful, and I really think that that's the point of this. Getting inspired and living as many moments as I can in beautiful spots. Onwards. I'm taking a slightly different path back. It's next to, parallel to the one that goes to the viaduct, but it's like kind of like just a dirt road or something. Anyways, it's much quieter. Another question I've been getting asked a lot is, how am I starting and stopping each hike? Am I doubling back every time to my start point? So what I've been doing is, if I can, I'll take a bus to the start point and then walk until I get to the next town, basically, and take the bus home. Last time when I walked to Spey Bay from Portgordon, wasn't a bus schedule or anything. I probably could have gotten a taxi, but no, we don't live that far away. So I just texted Wolfie and he came and got me. And then actually he drove me back to Portgordon so I could pick up my car, and then we went home. This time I am doubling back, but it's a very short walk. I like doing these circuits because I get to see everything twice, and sometimes I stop and paint something that I missed the first time. Since I live here, it doesn't really matter that I do extra miles or do the same route multiple times. Once I venture farther from home, I'll be more likely to do the trail from point A to B without stopping or going home or, going back and forth, because, yeah, I'm farther from home. It's going to take a lot more effort to get there. Join me next time as I walk from Kingston to Lossiemouth, an 8-mile stretch of coast that, to be honest, I was kind of dreading. And unfortunately for me, it turned out to be one of the hottest days I've ever hiked, and I seriously struggled. However, I still did my best to find the beauty, even though I felt like a total sand zombie. I'm so done. But you know what? It's not always castles, kilts, and rainbows in Scotland. And I still have a lot of lessons to learn. See you next week.